Hello everyone, this is Nick with coopcritics.com and I am here with another Minecraft tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to show you something I think is pretty cool, and it is an anvil replacement mechanism. So this is some redstone in place to replace an anvil. So let's say I want to use this anvil. I'm going to enchant my pickaxe. I'm going to give it efficiency 5 and use that, and let's just pretend that that was the last use of this anvil, and so the anvil breaks and another one comes down and replaces it. Now I'm going to go ahead and say up front, anytime you drop an anvil, it has a possibility of taking fall damage. Now these anvils, a lot of these anvils had fall damage because of the way I placed them up there kind of haphazardly, but it's only falling let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, so it shouldn't take fall damage, but it's always a possibility. So just wanted to preface this build by saying that. So let me go around the back here. I'm in my creative test world, and we'll show you what this is all about. It's pretty simple. It looks more complicated than it actually is. The rest of this is me just, making it look a little bit fancy, so we're not going to worry about all that. But I am going to just go ahead and real quickly show you how to build this so that you can build this in your own world. I strongly suggest building an iron farm first, because if you don't have an iron farm, then I don't think you're going to have enough anvils that you would ever need to create a system like this for. But if you have all the iron in the world and you just want to build a whole lot of anvils and not have to worry about ever replacing them yourself again, then this build is for you. So let's get started. Alright, for this build we will be using a 5x6 area with one extra row up front to represent where the wall and the anvil will be. So I'm going to go ahead and place down a couple of blocks just so I know, okay, this is where the wall is. So the rest of this back here is going to be redstone. This other side over here where the grass is would be the side of the anvil that you use. So this would be technically the room that you enter. So the rest of this back here is redstone. The very first thing we're going to do is place down a sticky piston facing toward us, facing away from the anvil. And we're going to dig down 2 below that. We're going to place a torch and some redstone. And then we're going to place our redstone out 1 more block right there. We're going to place 2 blocks like that, a block up, a block down, place redstone there, place a redstone torch right there. Then we are going to place redstone here, here, I'm sorry, not right there. We're going to place it there. We're going to place repeaters here, here, and here, all set to 4 ticks. Then we're going to place redstone there to connect that. And then we are going to place a block on top of our piston. Now we're going to place a half slab right here. So I'm going to place 2 blocks up like that so that I can place the half slab upside down right there. I'll break those blocks. Now I can continue the redstone on top of that half slab. Make sure it's an upside down half slab, otherwise you won't be able to put redstone on top of it. Then I'm going to place 2 more blocks right there. We'll place a repeater here set to 3 ticks, and then 1 more redstone right there, and then a block on top of this, and then we're going to go a block up and 2 blocks out and break those 2, and then we're going to place our second sticky piston right there with a block on the front of it. Break this block, actually no, keep that block, and then come back here like this all the way to even with that torch. Place another redstone torch on top of that, and then run redstone to there, and then a repeater into that piston. Now we're going to place a block down here on this first sticky piston, and that is going to create our bud switch. So to quickly show you how this is going to work, this piston down here is a bud switch, which is a block update switch. Now when this anvil breaks, it will update that block, that piston will fire, this upper piston will also fire. So I'm going to break this and you'll see it retracts, and that's going to be what drops the anvils down one at a time. So that's all the redstone involved in this, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish out the wall here and the ceiling, and I'm going to show you how I chose to do this. I liked coming out 1 block here and then putting in glass blocks right here all the way up, and that way I can just use that to place the anvils against it. So now I've got my anvil placed, I've got my wall, I've got my fake ceiling here, and then I can come in here and I can use my anvil, and as soon as it breaks, block updates and it drops a single anvil down. Now, to quickly explain what this is for over here, if you don't have this, let me show you what happens when the anvil breaks. So what happens is it powers the bud switch when it breaks, and then it powers the bud switch again when the anvil drops. So it's getting 2 updates, and that's why it's dropping 2 anvils. So you have to have this set of repeaters here set to 4 ticks each. And what that's going to do is extend the pulse for the top piston. And back over here in my original build, you can see I put a little makeshift workbench here because falling anvils can kill you. And so just to make sure I wasn't a little too close if one of those broke, I did it like this, because if you are over here and this breaks and you happen to be standing right here, now I'm in creative mode so it just went right through me, but that could do a lot of damage to you. So I recommend building something like this to keep yourself 1 block away from the falling anvils at all times. And that's going to do it for this Minecraft tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about the redstone or about the build, please leave a comment below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe for more like it in the future. I will see you next time. There we go. Alright, sheep, you're free. Beef. Oh.
Some freedom.
Let that be a lesson to you.
Free of life.
Freedom isn't free.